Hi guys, this is Toya from Talks with Toya. Today I want to tell you my story. I got shot August the 14th, 2014. I just want everyone to just hear me out. A lot of times one reason why we like to talk it out is because this may help someone else that's out there. That's the reason why I talk about safety a lot. I was working that day. My children were at home as usual because it was a day that school was out. I do a giveaway, which is giving kids an outfit for the first day of school, as well as some of my hairdresser friends come over and cut and style their hair for the first day of school. This day was like no other day. I had kids coming over trying to get their outfit ready. I had clothes laid out for different sizes. I got a phone call. It was from the police department letting me know that one of my tenants was down there trying to accuse me of forcing him to move out. Alright, this tenant he was with me, him, his fiance, as well as the newborn, had been living with me in my apartment complex for probably about 2 years. So I have had a lot of interaction with them, as well as, I treat everyone like family because that's the way that I wanted to be treated when I was living in an apartment complex, and they used to just treat me like I was just a apartment. I wasn't a person. So this day we had kids in and out. When I got that phone call, I stopped everything that I was doing because I was very upset. I knew that this person could elevate his anger because he had did it weeks prior. He had came to my house approximately a week prior to this incident, banging on my doors, my windows, wanting me to open up my door so I can talk to him about why I wanted him to stop doing a towel job that I had got him to do. He had got laid off from his job, and I tried to give him a little side work so he could be able to pay his rent. And I do this off and on for some tenants because I want you to be able to provide for your family. That's the most important thing. That's the reason why we get up and go to work every morning. It's for our family. He had also a few days prior, I have a dog. My daughters normally walk my dog around a certain time of the day, and he tried to basically run them off the road this day. So they came in the house, they were very upset. So I knew that this person could really get, to the ultimate level. He had accused one of my maintenance guys of stealing from out of his apartment, which he did a police report and everything. And at that time, the police said that it was not money that was missing from that apartment at all. And I let him know. I told him that the owners was not going to cover the stuff that was missing, that he needed to acquire renter insurance like I told him to do from the beginning. Well, he did not take this well. The day that he went down to the police department and they called me, he had got a notice. It was a 3-day notice demanding rent, that he had 3 days to pay his rent, or we was coming down, or we was going to go and file for a eviction. And this angered him a lot. A lot. So when he left the police department and they didn't do what he wanted them to do, he came back. When he got back, one of my guard maintenance guys seen him walking towards my unit, my apartment. They called me on the phone. Well, first he called me on the phone, and then he walkie-talkied me because I didn't answer my phone. Well, the time that he walkie-talkied me to let me know that he was walking towards my door, it was a knock, a real heavy knock. I told my girls to come to where I was, just like a little ways in the hallway. At that time, when it was a 1-2 knock, then the fire started coming. Pow, 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 pow. He started shooting into my front door. It was like it was no other feeling. He shot me in the hand with the walkie-talkie being in my hand. The walkie-talkie exploded. My hand just started opening up and bleeding. But my first thing was to try to save my daughters, because if I go, that's fine. But I wanted to make sure that my kids was okay. When I tell you, people, that this is something that I hope no mother ever go through in her life. He started firing through the door. Then he went to my daughter's room window and started firing through it. He started also firing through the foundation of the walls. And I mean, this was like pow, pow, pow. He was loading, unloading, pow, pow, pow. My neighbors calling the police didn't get any kind of response from them, except for the 911 operator talking about, what is he doing now? What is he doing now? You're supposed to just send out the police. You see that this woman has her 2 daughters in the house. You need to get someone out there. And I mean, this seemed like it took a matter of about 15 minutes. He was just shooting. He just walked from window to window, firing. One round that came through shot me in the leg and hit me in the upper thigh. I had so much adrenaline at the time. I really couldn't notice that I had got shot down in my legs because I just was holding my kids. And at the time when he was loading his gun back up, we had a chance to run to the back of the house. He started firing at this time at my car. He put about 15 to 16 rounds in my car. At that time, I reached my cell phone and I dialed 911. I let them know that I am the victim. I'm the person in the house. I told them who he was and that he was shooting into my house. The operator let me know, just asking so many stupid questions that I felt. And I was letting my girls know to go and get in the bathtub and lay down, because I didn't know, was he going to try to kick the door some more, since he had fired into it and made the foundation weaker. After he fired into my car, he started to walk away because people started screaming at him. He walked away. He went into the apartment complex and started shooting in different apartments. Finally, it seemed like it took forever. Here come the police. They come running in the house like they saving somebody. You know, you don't know what just happened to me. Then I got some female police officer throwing water down my mouth. I'm trying to tell her what happened and she's choking me. I'm like, Fools, do you really understand? I just got off the phone with you guys earlier today and I told you this dummy was dangerous. But remember, your life is nothing to them, especially when you stay in a place that I stay. This place has always been geared up for other races, and it's time that change needs to take place. We are people too. I made several complaints to the police department, and you know what they did? Zero, nothing. You know what? They never even called me. Never told me they were sorry. They went around this complex saying it was a domestic violence dispute. I have been celibate at that time for probably about 4 years. And they knew that I was a minister and that I was preaching the word out here to the tenants. And for them to just talk about me like that and degrade me, that I was this person's spouse, when I had talked to the desk sergeant that day around 12. So they knew that he was one of my tenants. Well, when I made it to the hospital, I was so upset by this time just to realize that somebody could come in and do this to me and do it to my children. It has now been approximately 2 years, but people don't realize we don't sleep good at night. We walk the halls. I check the doors. I check my daughters. This is something that we live with constantly. Gun violence is something that is real and in the hands of people that don't supposed to have it. It's real. So if we continue to make it so easy for people to go and buy guns, this is going to continue to happen. Somebody needs to stand up and say, wait a minute, I'm a victim. I'm a victim too. And there's another victim. Who's going to stop this? And this person ended up receiving 35 years. A young person, 27 years old, got 35 years in life, all because he's upset. Parents, wake up. You're going to have to start teaching your children that there's another way to answer to anger. You know, his daughter had just been born. He will not see her, get a chance to hug her until she's 35 years old. Do you know what that means? That is something that is just unbelievable. All because he did not know how to sit down reasonably and talk without stalking someone, calling, and trying to run my children over. You can try to help somebody, but I must tell you, you can't help everybody. Now it's time for me to help myself and my daughters. That's one of the reasons why I have started this. It's because I want other victims to write in to me, and let's start healing together. You don't have to stay in the house. You don't have to hide your head. You too can heal. And it takes one step, one day, 1 hour, 1 second. But it can happen. So, don't give up. You're too beautiful. And I say that every day I get up. God, I'm so thankful for being here. You're so wonderful. and appreciate every day that you have. Well, this is goodbye. I will be looking forward to some people to write to me on my page and let me know if you like this, and we'll do more one-on-one with Toya. Have a good one.